Hey guys, what's going on? So, how many of you think that you would die, or have a chance of dying, while doing karaoke? Probably not a whole lot of people would agree with that. I mean, sure, if it's dark, you may trip over the stage, or maybe double back real quick and sprain your ankle, but, chances are it's not going to kill you. But, it's amazing because there's a lot of people who don't do it. And they don't do it because of silly reasons, like just irrational fears. Now, Penn and Teller, famous magicians and comedians, you most likely heard of them, made a book called How to Play with Your Food. And what that's all about is not causing permanent damage. Now, not causing permanent damage involves two different things independently. One is recognizing rational fears, the things that are going to actually injure you, maim you, and kill you, while at the same time disregarding irrational fears, which are the things that we just make illusions of our mind, if you will. So, thing with like karaoke specifically, I remember asking somebody one time, and they said they didn't want it because they were bad at singing. Well, isn't that all more reason to try, right? Do it while someone's going to hold you accountable. Do it while other people can go ahead, because if you just sit there and sing in the shower all day, what kind of critical analysis is that? I can imagine if you don't want to do something like that, but that's a whole different ballpark. We're talking about things that are holding you because of fear, a rational fear, I can go on this topic a little bit more, and I'm going to as soon as I get back, but since I have to keep the video a little bit short tonight, let me just go over a few of the key points. Now, if any of you are familiar with world-famous pickup artist, calls himself Mystery, he talks about how it's a hardwired feature inside of the brain from way back in the day of why a guy wouldn't walk up to a girl on a casual basis. And I like why there's a initial fear of interaction, because, when we were in smaller communities and we were in small tribes, as they always put it, if you made a mistake, you would literally reduce the ability of you being able to reproduce. And that may be hardwired in the brain, and that is just one man's understanding of it, but realistically we have a lot of things hardwired in our brain with good reason. We don't touch a stove that's hot anymore because most likely we touched it one day when we were younger, or we witnessed somebody touch it when we were younger and we said, hey, shit, that's hot, So we don't want to do that again. And that would be like a rational kind of fear that our body automatically installs. But we install these triggers inside of us constantly, these anchors that are stopping us from doing what we want to do. So what I want you to ask yourself is, whenever you go ahead and do something, or I should say when you don't do something, you should ask yourself, is this going to kill me? Or is it going to hurt me or maim me? And if it doesn't, then why not? Sure, we have preferences of not wanting to do things out of our comfort zone, but, how are we ever going to move ahead if all our days we just read how to give a moose a muffin all day? You got to go past your comfort level. You got to go a little bit beyond what you already know. So I'm going to cover this topic a little bit more in detail when I get back. But just for right now, ask yourself, is this going to kill me? I'll see you guys tomorrow.